हेलो गाइस। तो और कैसे आप सब? आई होप आप सब बढ़िया होंगे। मैं भी एकदम बढ़िया हूँ। लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस वीडियो और Python data types and in this video we are going to cover dictionaries in Python. So dictionaries are mutable annotated collections with elements in the form of key value pairs that associate keys to value. So unlike list and tuple, dictionary has a different way of organizing data items in itself. So don't get confused. Beside list and tuple, where we have a single element, single entity storing a particular data type or different types of data types, but dictionary has its own way of collecting and organizing data items in it. Don't get confused. Let me help you with it. Just like in English dictionary, whenever we search for a word, we get a particular meaning for it because there is a meaning associated with every single word in English dictionary. In the same manner, Python dictionaries have some keys and associated values with it. English dictionaries have associated meanings for every word, and in Python, dictionaries have some keys with every keys having a particularly associated value for it. So dictionary is basically a container that contains data items in key and value pairs where every key has a particular value for it. Alright, so let me explain this to you with an example. So first of all, we are giving a variable named as dic in which we are going to create and store a dictionary. So first of all, while creating a dictionary, we give curly brackets in starting and in the end, and in the bit and between these curly brackets, we give key and value pairs. So first of all, I'm giving a key as name A and value as 4, and another key as B and value as 3. So here we have a dictionary name DIC where the first value pair element is A colon 4 and the second value pair element is B colon 3. This A colon 4 is considered as a single element and this B colon 3 is considered as a single element. This key A is referring to a particular only one element, that is 4, and this key B is referring to a particular element, that is 3. In a dictionary you can never have two keys can never have same name. Just like here we have a key named with A and value as 4, and here the different second key is B with value as 3. So you can have two keys with same values, but you can never have two keys with same key name. Like it would be just like a baby having two different fathers, and that's not possible. But a single father can have two different babies. And it's the same as two keys having same values, but if their key name is different, they can have same values, but if their key name is same, they can never exist. So now let's discuss some of the characteristics of a dictionary. Dictionary is an unordered set. It's like sometimes when you print a dictionary, it will be ordered in the way you have created it. Like you have the first element is A belonging to 4, and the second element is B belonging to 3. um, and if you go on like C belonging to 7, belonging to 8, sometimes it will be printed as A B C D, but many times there is a possibility that it will be printed as BCAD or DCAB, because dictionary is an unordered set. It is not a sequence like list or tuple or string, because a sequence like list, tuple, and string are indexed by a range of numbers, but dictionary is never indexed. You cannot access a particular key value pair in a dictionary using index values, but you can do it in list, tuple, and string, but you cannot access a particular key value pair in a dictionary with a single index value. To access a particular key value pair or to get a particular value of a particular key in a dictionary, you have to write it as like print the name of the variable in which you have stored the dictionary, the name of the key whom you want to find the value associated with, and now you can print it. And now you will get the value associated with the key A. So this is the way you get a particular value from a dictionary. It's not like you give index value here, like in place of a you give 0, because 0 because if it was a list, tuple, or dictionary, if it was a list or tuple, the first element is A belonging to 4, so it has index value 0. The second element is B belonging to 3, so it would be having index value 1. But in dictionary it doesn't work like that. You have to give the key value, if you have to give the name of the key in which you have stored the particular value. If you want the name of the key using a value, then there's a particularly different method to find the name of the key using a value. But here, if you want the value of a particular key inside a dictionary, then you have to give the name of the key in which you have stored it. So here I have stored 4 inside the key name A. So let's see that I get 4 as output or something else. So yeah, we can see that I have got 4 as output because I have asked the compiler to get me the value of the key A inside the dictionary DIC. So that's why this is the reason why dictionary is an unordered set. It acts like an unordered set just because it is not indexed, just like list, string, or tuple. Okay, and all the keys inside a dictionary must be unique. All the keys are necessary that all the keys should be unique inside a dictionary, otherwise it will give an error like hash mapping error or something like that. The fourth point is a dictionary is mutable. You can add elements to a dictionary, you can remove elements from a dictionary, and you can also update the value of a key in a dictionary, just like we did in list. So only list and dictionary are just mutable data types in Python, and rest of data types are immutable type. So let me try to update the value of the key named A inside the dictionary DIC, and I want to update it to 6. So let's now print the dictionary DIC and check whether it has been updated the value of A or not. So we can see here that we created the dictionary DIC with the value of the key A as 4, and now after updating it, it has increased to 6. In the same way, we can add values to a dictionary. So first of all, we'll write the variable name inside which we have stored the dictionary, and after then we'll put a square bracket, and after then we'll write the name of the key, and we will close the square bracket, and after we will write equal to, and then we will write the value that will be assigned to this particular key C inside the dictionary. So we are assigning 8 here, and now if we print the dictionary DIC, we'll see the updation. So here we can see that a new element C belonging to 8 has been added to the dictionary DIC, in which the value of the key is C, and the name of the key is C, and the value of the key C is 8. And if you want to delete a particular element, you can write del dic, the name of the variable in which we have stored the dictionary, and the name of the key. So here if I want to delete the element C from the dictionary DIC, so I have written del, and after then the name of the variable in which I have stored the dictionary, and then the name of the key inside square brackets. So let's see it has been deleted or not. Print dic. So yes, it has been deleted, and C has been removed. The key value pair C8 has been removed from the dictionary. So now let's see how we can create a dictionary with various methods. So first of all, we created a dictionary in the beginning itself with the name of the variable as DIC, and after then we started giving key value pairs inside the dictionary separated by a comma. So first of all, this is a way to create a dictionary, the first way. And after then, the second way to create a dictionary is to first of all declare that a dictionary named EMPL is an empty dictionary, and after then we can add elements to this dictionary in the form of key value pairs like John, and the value will be 18. So now if we print the dictionary EMPL, it will be reflected that an element has been added to this empty dictionary EMPL with the name John, whose value is 18. The third way to create a dictionary is to build it from scratch. Like whenever you have a set of data types such as keys and values in this format, and you want these things as same as, like, name of the key should be name, and his value should be John, and the name of the key should be age, and its value should be 18, you can use a function named as dit and convert these name equal to John and age equal to 18 as key and value pairs inside the dictionary. And here we can create it in this way, and this is the best way to create a dictionary from scratch. Here we can see that we have two elements in the dictionary. The first key value pair is name corresponding to John, and the second key value pair is age corresponding to 18. Just like we gave it here, two set of values: name corresponding to John, name equal to John, and age equal to 18. So now let's study about all the functions and methods that we can perform inside the dictionary. The first function is length function. This returns the length of the dictionary. So now we have two elements inside the dictionary, and let's see, we should be getting two. So here we have gotten two as the output, as we have two elements, two key value pairs inside the dictionary. So the compiler has returned two. The second function is get function. The get function returns the value of the key that whatever we ask inside the get function. So the syntax to write get function is name of the variable in which we have stored the dictionary dot get, and inside these get brackets we write the name of the key whose values we need. So here, so right now I need the value of the key name which is stored inside the dictionary dic. So here I have been returned with the value of John, which is stored inside the dictionary dic within the key name. The third function is items function. This is a very important function in dictionary as it returns the number of key values pairs. It returns all key values pairs inside the dictionary. So the syntax to write it as is name of the variable in which we have stored the dictionary means dic dot items, and now it will return the number of key value pairs that we have stored inside the dictionary. So here we can see that the number of key value pairs is name whose value is John, and the second key value pair is age whose value is 18. The third function is keys function. It returns all the keys present inside the dictionary. So the syntax is dic name of the dictionary dot keys. And similarly we have a values function which returns all the values that are stored inside the dictionary, and its syntax is same as keys function dic dot values. So the keys function returned all the keys named as name and John, and the values function returned all the values present inside the dictionary as John and 18. So now it's time for the next function. The next function is update function. It's similarly like adding another dictionary to a particular dictionary, like to a previously existing dictionary. Like here, I'm going to create a new dictionary with salary, whose key is salary, and whose value is 25,000. And now I'm going to append this dictionary to this previously existing dictionary dic, and this function is known as update function, whose syntax is dic the name of the dictionary dot update the new dictionary that we have created here named as dic tionary. So if I'm not wrong, I've written it the same way. So here we will be returned with the new dictionary with new key value pairs that will be added to the existing dictionary dic. Okay, so now we have to print dic again. Hmm. So we can see here, the first of all we have only two key value pairs inside the dictionary dic named as name and age. The third key value paired, which came from the other dictionary named as dictionary, which has key value paired as salary and 25,000, which is the value of this key salary. So this was a task done by update function. So these are all the functions and methods that we can perform in dictionary. So with this, we are coming to the end of this video and to the end of this topic, dictionaries in Python. So thank you. Have a nice day.